Hey guys, Paradox here. Today I've got a huge box full of cubes from SpeedCubeShop. Don't remember exactly what's inside all of them, but there's a giant box, so I'm really excited. I love doing these huge unboxings, so I hope you guys are excited too. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so here it is, the MoYu backpack. Now that makes a lot more sense as to why they gave me the giant box instead of just a regular package like this, like they usually send me. I totally forgot that I ordered this, but yeah, anyway, let's just check out what's inside. There's a bunch of cubes in here. So it looks like this is the MoFang JiaoShi Rediminx. This one is the QiYi Dino cube, but a jelly cube version. And then what's this? Well, that's Kevin Hayes. So this is a YuXin cube, the YuXin magic box. Oh right, this is the thing. It's like the treasure chest cube where you solve it and then you can open it up. Yeah, it's made by YuXin. We'll check that out. Looking forward to that. And then this is another. Oh, this is the MeiLong 3x3. Right, cool. I've heard a lot of great things about this. And then this is I think this is the new YuLong M, the magnetic version. YuXin 2x2 Earth cube. And finally, this is, I think the YuXin Petal cube. Yeah, YuXin Petals. Oh, it's magnetic. That is pretty cool. And there's this MoYu backpack. We'll take a full look at the backpack at the end of the video. I guess I'll just like go through all the pouches and try to see how many cubes I can fit inside. But yeah, looks like there's something going on here. I think this is to set up cubes, probably. We'll check that out at the end of the video. So we've got a bunch of cubes here. Originally I was going to include this package in this unboxing video as well, but I think I'm going to save it for a different video now, just because I don't want this video to be too long. Let's try out the MeiLong. I don't even know, I don't think they make a magnetic version of it, because it's supposed to be a budget cube. So if you guys don't know what MeiLong is, it's just a new series of cubes under MoYu's MoFang JiaoShi sub-brand, and MoFang JiaoShi is also called Cubing Classroom. So this is technically still a Cubing Classroom cube, but it's under the MeiLong cube series. So they're going to be coming out with many more MeiLong cubes. I think they've already released a few. There's like a 4x4. It's actually really good out of the box, and I've actually heard from people that this is the best budget cube that they've ever tried, which is a big statement, but so far out of the box, it really does feel pretty good. It just feels a bit dry, but I think once I lube it, it should break in a little bit better. It's very smooth feeling, like very smooth, very quick, but a little dry. Also, the plastic on this has like a very fine frosted matte finish. So just to compare, on the left side I've got a GTS3, so you can see it has a bit of glare because it has a glossy finish, but the MeiLong 3x3 is a matte finish. Let's take a look at this QiYi Dino cube. So Dino cubes have been around for a while. They're nothing new, but this is QiYi's version, and it's a jelly cube. I don't know if they have a regular version of this. They probably do, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is the jelly edition, which I really like. Jelly cubes are pretty awesome. But yeah, because it has like, it's sort of like translucent looking, and the pieces feel really nice too, because they also have a very fine frosted matte finish to them. I don't know, it's just really cool to hold in the hands. It looks really nice. And let's try to do a solve on this. It's supposed to be really easy, but I haven't done one of these in a while. They're pretty fun. It's just that they're quite repetitive, so unless you really like these sorts of puzzles, you might get bored of them pretty quickly. Okay, well there we go. So it's really simple, like one algorithm needed cube, and like half the time we're just turning things and it's like solving itself. It's pretty easy. All right, now let's take a look at the YuLong M. So the YuLong's kind of like a sentimental cube for me because I don't know, I tried this a long time ago. It's like one of the first, I guess, budget cubes you could call them, because it was really good out of the box, and it was very cheap when YJ released this a long time ago. It was like my go-to recommendation for beginners because it was just so affordable. So the first thing I noticed is that the stickerless plastic has been updated, and it has much nicer shades. It's very vibrant, looks great, and wow, it feels really good. It feels a lot like the old YuLong too, and it feels a bit heavier though, probably because of the magnets. It seems to resemble a lot more like MoYu's newer cubes, which would make sense, but it still feels like a YuLong when you're turning it, but it's, I don't know, it just seems much more sophisticated. It's faster, it's smoother, it's now magnetized, it looks way better, and it's very fun to play with. Like, it doesn't even feel like a budget cube actually. It's really good. It feels very high quality. I really like it. Alright, so next up is this YuXin Earth 2x2 cube. Cool, it also comes with a cube stand. Oh, that's actually very helpful because placing this on the table, it would just roll around. So, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Cool. But yeah, Earth cube. It's pretty nice looking, very smooth. Even though it's the same size as the 3x3, it kind of feels small in the hands just because it's a ball and not a cube. But let's scramble this up and try to solve it. Oh, the turning's actually surprisingly pretty good. Like, you can actually corner cut a decent amount. Wow. Anyway, let's see if we can solve this now. I feel like it's gonna be a bit tricky because you really have to know your geography to get this. Okay, so it's coming along. Looks like we've got these 3 pieces. Okay, alright, so that's, I think I've got the first layer done, so these 4 look alright to me. Let's see if we can get Europe and Africa now. Wait a minute, this looks right. I think I got it. I think it's just a bit skewed, but it looks pretty good. It's pretty cool. It's a picture cube, obviously, so that's why it's a little bit, has an added challenge to it, but pretty fun. Next, let's take a look at this YuXin treasure chest cube. I was actually quite glad when they released this because YuXin actually has a treasure chest cube, except it's called the YuXin Love cube, and it's like all Valentine's themed, and it's got like hearts and random, so it's a picture cube, and when you open it up there's a ring inside. So this one's different because it's like an actual cube, and you can actually use it as a treasure chest, so, or something like that. So you have to press the centerpiece here to twist. Right, so when it's solved, the centerpiece goes in all the way, and then you can twist it, like the centerpiece should stay in, you can twist it out, and it should open up, and all of these pieces will stay together, so they won't fall out if you do it right. So looks like this doesn't come with anything inside. The Love cube does come with this plastic ring, just a bit too big. If I had the smaller lube, it could probably fit in here. But yeah, this would be pretty cool to store your lube inside. I guess for now I'll just shove in like one of these MoYu pamphlets, just so that, I don't know, just for fun. So it looks like the mechanism is exactly the same as the YuXin Love cube. I was kind of hoping they would update it and make it a bit more intuitive. So opening it up is really easy because you just press it down, then you twist it off. But then putting this back on is a huge pain, or at least I haven't figured out how to do it easily. Because what you have to do is when you can twist it on, like basically pressing this in locks all of these pieces together with this white thing using those little notches that you see inside, so that you can easily unscrew it. But then when you screw it back on, you need a way to get the center to come back out, which there is no way, at least that I have found for that to happen properly. So how I did it before with the YuXin V2 is I undid the notches so that the center would pop back out, and then I'd hold these pieces together and screw it in, which usually worked, and that's like the only way that I can think of for this to work. Alright, so I've popped all those notches back out. So that means yeah, so there we go. So these pieces are loose now, and the center popped back out, like you can see right there. So this should be able to screw back on. So I think it's good now. I think it's tight. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. It's like a fully functional cube. And then once you solve it, like, so you can see when it's not solved, you can't push the center in. But then when you solve it, you can push the center in. It's supposed to go all the way in. There we go. And yeah, now you can unscrew it. Next, let's try out the YuXin petal cube, I guess. Alright, so this petal cube, it's actually magnetic, which I was surprised to learn about, because I don't know, usually they don't make non-WCA puzzles magnetic, because like it doesn't really matter, because no one speed cubes them that much, and they're mainly for fun, and magnets just increase the price, and it's like, what's the point? But it feels really nice. Like the magnets give it like this really nice bounciness or snappiness. So this Petals cube reminds me a lot of MoYu's Rediminx, and that I think like people actually started speed cubing that, and like there's world records for it, and there's talk of it becoming an official WCA event. I think it would be cool if it was an official event. And this reminds me a lot of the Rediminx. I think it's a little bit different though, but has the same sort of idea, and it's much smaller than the Rediminx. This is actually the exact same size as the 3x3. So yeah, let's try and solve it. I really like that it's magnetic though, like not gonna lie, it's pretty cool, and it makes WCA puzzles a lot more fun, because a lot of the times the puzzles just get kind of boring. At least I personally find like at first they're very fun, very enjoyable, but then after a bit you just kind of get bored because it's quite repetitive, and you don't, unless you really want to speed cube. So you have to start off by doing all the corners, obviously, and then now you can solve all of the edges or the petals. I actually really like the feel of it. It feels very nice, and I'm so glad that they added magnets. Now that I think about it, it feels very nice. The outside is the outside plastic feels quite nice. I don't know, these cube companies have been doing a great job lately with their puzzle manufacturing. Alright, we're almost there. Just need to get this piece here, but then keep the orientation of this piece, the corner piece proper. Yeah, this is like literally, it's just a simple 3-move algorithm that I can't figure out. There we go. All right, cool. This would be a really, really fun puzzle to speed cube. Like I could definitely see people trying to speed cube this. But yeah, I would highly recommend this. I'm very impressed by it actually. Finally, let's check out this Rediminx. All right, so looks like this is just like a corner turning Megaminx kind of. Looks like that's pretty much what this is, a Rediminx. I feel like I've tried one of these before, but I can't remember. But it looks very similar to the Petals cube, but like in a Megaminx form. Cool, looks pretty nice, all scrambled up. Let's just do a quick solve. So first thing is I have to match up these like the corner parts of it with their centerpieces. So this actually has centerpieces, unlike the Petals cube. So I got all the blues lined up. Alright, finally we've got the first layer done. It doesn't take a lot of thinking, it's just a lot of turning, a lot of moves that you have to do to get it done. It's quite time consuming. So yeah, I think I'm going to skip through the rest of it because it's literally just a bunch of hand movements, and then I'll get to the last layer where I actually have to do some algorithms. Alright guys, so we're finally at the last stage. That took several minutes. It was alright, like the solving process, it was just a lot of like, I just have to turn it, and it was like kind of annoying to turn these pieces, and not the right things would turn. I probably just have to apply some basic algorithms. The only algorithm that you use for like the Rediminx, the Petals cube, the Dino cube, that same R prime, L prime, R, L algorithm. Yeah, just like down, down, up, up. The same like Rediminx algorithm even. Just a three-way swap. I don't remember the algorithm off the top of my head, so we're just going to improvise some stuff. Just gonna keep doing this algorithm over and over, and hopefully it'll get me somewhere. Alright guys, so I finally finished. The thing I had to do was, instead of just doing the R prime L algorithm on these two corners, I had to start using the other corners, and just had to do a bunch of weird stuff. And it wasn't that complicated, it was just repeating the same algorithm, but just doing different patterns back and forth until I finally got it. Alright guys, now that we've tried out everything, let's take a look at the actual MoYu backpack. Go through all the pockets and see what's inside. Oh, cool, totally forgot I ordered this as well. Alright. This is the mini Keychain Centrosphere. It's fully functional, which is pretty cool. I like the Centrosphere. I feel like it's a little bit underrated. Like, nobody cared about it, but like I don't know, it just looks really cool. It has a really cool name, but I guess, yeah, it is just one of those like random puzzles that doesn't really matter. And I think, oh, it's supposed to have a keychain on it, I thought. Well, anyway, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's still a mini version of it, and it's kind of cool because it's like, who would make a mini version of some random puzzle like this? But they did it. Alright, so the backpack comes with a bunch of these pads that you can use as dividers for organizing, like making little squares for which cubes can go where. That comes with a whole bunch of them. Oh, there's the keychain for the Centrosphere. Cool, mini keychain Centrosphere. So when you open it up, like the opening just goes to down here. Like I can put my hand through here. And then looking at it from this direction, there's a zipper here. It goes like as far as my hand, that's as far as it goes. It's like up to here, basically. And then we got two pouches. You probably put like a water bottle or some lube in there. There's a pouch here, another generic pouch. Oh, I think this is what it's supposed to be like, which actually makes a lot more sense. It's supposed to be like this, yeah. So that like divider is like a flat part. So now you can have cubes in here that just sit on top of the divider. You can't see it because it's super dark in there. But yeah, there is the divider. And then you can open it, you can open this zipper and then have more dividers here, lining up your cubes, your other cubes. There's a bunch of different options. You can play around with it, make different layouts, and then you can insert cubes into the different pouches. So it's very spacious. You can fit a whole bunch of cubes in here. I'll definitely be using this to taking this to comps because it's very convenient. I used to just have like a random drawstring bag that I'd toss all my cubes into and they'd get damaged, but now I can just like toss things in there, and then I can toss things in here, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, so that was it for this unboxing video. There's a bunch of new puzzles here. Very exciting video. I always love doing these. If you guys want to see more of these types of videos, leave a like and make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. And yeah, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.